Guys, so this evening I thought, let's show you an update on our seedlings that I've started, even the tubers. While we're looking at it, look at how these caladiums are doing so well. Now, it's been hot today, but they are just those points of color when you're sitting on the deck and you're looking at this fern garden, which is just, one of my favorites. I can't explain how much I love the fern garden and the patio. That's enough. We're talking about everything. We started from seeds. We started from tubers. In the video I posted about the dahlias that I started, and you saw how we pinched those off. But let me show you some other good seedlings that I started indoors and brought them out. This is my hollyhock. And I have several of these. They are developing that lush green foliage that I was talking about. They may bloom this year, but I doubt it because that's not their usual habit. Now back here, I did direct sow some zinnias, and I've got a couple. The flood came and went, and I had more planted, but I'm not seeing them, and that's okay because there's always, something that's going to be showing. But I'm real pleased to look at my larkspur. I started these were done in the winter sown buckets, and they're going to bloom, and they're going to be nice and tall and lovely. The good news about the larkspur, they will go to seed, and I'm hoping, oh, you can see that there's one back here, a seedling where I threw on top of the snow. Oh, and in here too. Shoot, I haven't been back in here. So I have several larkspur that I want in this area, so that makes me happy. Another hollyhock I stuck in here, doing great. So we'll see what happens. If this blooms this year. If not, I'm just glad the foliage looks great. So come on around and we'll look at the Lilliputs. And I started the Lilliput zinnias inside. They are smaller zinnia. They get 12 to 18 inches tall. And you saw me pinch these back, and you can see how they're branching now and getting all these nice blooms. I'm just ecstatic over how well the Lilliput zinnias are doing. They're doing just what I want. I want this whole border to just look very thick and lush. And I was thinking maybe I could cut this back, but I'm going to let those bloom because they look so pretty. I have another stand. Oh, I did direct sow some cosmos. I've got one. And I'm blaming all of this of my direct sown on the weather when I was doing it, maybe. Or next year I'll know that I need to start things indoors. Yeah, I'll just start them earlier. The other Lilliput zinnias are here. They're doing great. I had zinnias back here, but the water took them out. I don't have those. Let's go on over to the cut garden. Oh, I know what I want to show you too. In here, I started my morning glories, and you can see them coming up the trellis here. So I'm excited about how well these are doing. And I have them on the pergola over there too. And you can see them along that black edge to the left of the lithrum there. So these morning glories are shooting up really nice. Started those all inside in March. So that makes me happy. This hollyhock is doing great too. Now when I look at my cutting garden, I direct sowed. I was hoping for Mrs. Bursn Basil to show something, but I don't see any germination, and it's been 2 weeks. So I'll try it again next year. But I do have some cosmos. These were direct sown. These are doing pretty well. This is my Celosia pompous. I don't know, if we'll see any big growth by the end of summer, maybe. My Snapdragons, I've come in and pinched these back. I did start these indoors, and I need to pinch this one back, which I'll do right now. Let me just do that. Cut that off and get that to branch. I did these and they're branching. We'll see if these Snapdragons do very well or not. These are direct sown, giant orange marigolds. I've got a few of those coming. And I have one, just one, what is that? Gladiolus out of all those bulbs. So um, I, I'll try them again next year. Not everything is going to be 100%, but I do know, I think in this area I need to start my seeds indoors to get them to do well. I do know that my giant zinnias, if there's not a flood that washes them away, that they usually just do fantastic. But otherwise, everything else is doing really well. I can't complain about any of my seedlings that I started, and direct sowing's fun. I'm getting some results. So we'll get to cut those later on in the season. So there's a little update on the plants I started from seed indoors and what I direct sown in the garden. So thanks for watching Gardening on the West Fork, and we'll see you in the next video.